This is episode 10 of Quick Questions, and today I have Blake Stevens. Blake is running in District 7 for House of Representatives. Hey, quick question. The first thing I would like to know is what is your background and experience?
So my primary background is a lot of different things. I grew up in Midwest Minnesota, really
Okay,
small farm town, traveled around a lot after high school, went to college twice. I just finished my
okay,
bachelor's degree in political science.
okay.
I originally went back to school in 2022 to pursue a law degree
Hmm.
and then got caught up in South Dakota politics. So that's why
Yeah,
I'm here now.
that's great.
I became the vice president of the College of Democrats of South Dakota in
Okay,
2023, and that led me to where I am now.
sure.
Yeah.
And Blake and I are on the education committee together for the state convention, and I just want to tell everyone that Blake is very intelligent. I've been very impressed with a lot of the stuff you have added to the committee.
Well, thank you. Don't pad my ego too much, but thank you.
All right. Also, if people don't know, do you want to maybe tell people what area is District 7?
So District 7 is Brookings County and the surrounding areas of Brookings. So it is the town of Brookings and then Aurora and Volga and part of the northern farmland and a little bit of the southern farmland. We have 16 precincts, so it's a pretty large district
Okay.
geographically, but the mass of people is just Brookings County and the Brookings area itself.
Okay.
Mhm.
And why did you decide to run for office?
So the summer of 2024, we were looking for candidates in the area, and I was working as the vice president of the College Democrats. And then just during a lunch meeting with the other executive members of that team, Muhammad at the time was like, "Hey, Dan is looking for somebody to run in Brookings."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I could ask a few people. And then at the end of the dinner, I was like, I could just do that.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. So yeah, I became the replacement candidate, had 2 months to run.
Cool.
I got 19% of the
Yeah,
vote from that with no name
that's pretty
recognition,
good.
and I didn't have time to knock a single door. So I think that was pretty
That's
good.
great, especially as a Democrat.
Exactly.
Okay. Can you name two issues that are really important to you with your campaign?
Yeah, so the primary issue I'm running on, obviously, you're going to hear this word a million times, affordability. So my
Yeah.
entire campaign is built around restructuring the tax system and putting the money back into the hands of the working people.
Hmm.
That's my biggest issue. And with that comes a laundry list of things I can fix as a result. But it starts with solving the economic problems, fixing velocity of money,
Yeah.
getting the economy functioning again.
Yeah.
And then the other one being in Brookings education, educational access, and freeing up resources to make it easier
Yeah.
for access to high quality education is really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are probably the two biggest ones for me, but it all starts with just solving the economic crisis that we're in right now
Yeah.
and making the economy work for the people of South Dakota.
Yeah. This is a popular question. Have you ever taken money from APAC, and would you take money from APAC?
Absolutely not. This is a small, local, tiny district in a Midwest state. APAC doesn't even know my name, and if
Right.
they did, I would probably be on their negative list. I'm staunchly pro-Palestine. The genocide in Gaza is killing me internally. It's a lot to deal with, but no, if they
Yeah.
ever gave me money, I would burn the check in their face. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for
Yeah.
that answer. All right. Another popular question is how do you feel about hyperscale data centers?
This so my entire capstone for my undergrad was built on AI and labor decoupling and data centers, and I'm very heavily invested in the like what is going to happen with AI.
Hmm.
We don't need a hyperscale data centers in South Dakota. It is a net negative, not only for our economy but for our environment. We have a pretty naturally beautiful state here, and
Hmm.
we already struggle with water rights and
Yes.
water resources in South Dakota.
Yes.
So even if people are going to say hey, this is a closed loop system, no, we do not need an AI hyperscale data center here.
Yes.
We need to be focusing on our economy first. So yeah, if anything came up, I'd be staunchly against that. But if anyone wants to have a deeper conversation, my DMs are open. I love talking about AI
I will
and the
tag
future of it.
I will
So,
tag you. They can DM you.
yeah.
Another question. Ag is really struggling in South Dakota right now. Do you have some ideas of how you can help farmers in South Dakota?
So obviously the biggest issue we have in South Dakota, our number one export is soybeans. And because of the war in Iran and all of the problems we're having with tariffs and exports, we need to find better ways to diversify not only our exports in South Dakota, but how
Yeah.
we fund agriculture in South Dakota.
Yep.
It is one of the largest industries, so we have to make sure that we're funding farmers and farmers are not at risk of losing their farms. This comes back to my economic policy and how we can better structure the economy in general in South Dakota to
Yeah.
not only benefit farmers, but secure the future of our imports and exports. Just targeting better ways to help our farmers export their goods.
Sure.
Yeah.
Since we are on the education committee together, do you want to talk a little bit about maybe some ideas you have for education in our state?
So the biggest thing in our state, education, it's I believe the third largest expenditure in our state budget.
Okay.
So one of the things I want to focus on is early childhood education. So one of the
Hmm.
things I ran on in 2024 was universal pre-K. Not only does that
Yeah.
free up daycare access for growing families, it gives them incentives to want to grow their families.
Yeah.
All studies have shown the earlier a child gets into education, the better outcomes they have,
Yeah.
not only economically, but like social lives and
Mm-hmm.
creating families.
Yeah.
So I would start with opening up access to universal childcare and then lowering tuition costs for higher education.
Yeah.
Right now, as much as I know that there's a lot of problems in South Dakota with education, our high school education system is relatively good for the Midwest. Our class sizes are a little too high. I would like to
Mm-hmm.
bring that down. But our biggest focus, I think, should be early childhood education, specifically pre-K and early, like first through fifth grade, and then higher education. We want to have really good higher graduates, more master's
Yeah.
programs, more PhD programs, but then also keeping those graduates here.
Yeah.
As someone who just graduated and was a non-trad student, I want to say over 60% of the people I graduated instantly left the state because they
Yeah.
had opportunities elsewhere that
Yes.
were just better.
Yeah. That is a great point. Do you have any events coming up that you want to shout out where people can see you or what you're
So
doing?
I don't have any dates right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on, especially with the convention and everything.
Yep.
But we do have the Brookings Picnic coming up. That's one of our big fundraisers.
Okay.
We also have the Brookings Parade and the Pride Parade coming up
Oh,
this month.
yeah.
So we'll have a couple of those things going on, and those will be plastered all over my social media and on my website. But in the future, I do plan on holding more public forums. I know
Okay.
Indivisible in Brookings is
Okay.
thinking about hosting a candidate forum because
That's
they're
great.
nonpartisan. They are trying to bring in the Republican candidates
Sure.
as well, and we'll just do a town hall similar to what we do in October in Brookings.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for taking time to meet with me today.
And
I
thank you. No,
appreciate it.
this was great.